The new monarchy. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. Much was made of the new family portrait released by the British monarchy this week. It shows now King Charles and consort Camilla, along with Prince William and Princess Kate. All are dressed in black. No uniforms, jewels, robes, crowns, or other trappings. Black dresses for the women, black suits and ties for the men. Now, royal watchers are trying to read tea leaves to decipher what any of it means. Why were Harry and Meghan not included? Why do they all stand as if on equal footing and stature? Why are they standing at all? It might well not have been worth your time to think much about it. That is probably the best approach. But to put a reasonable spin on it all, the current monarch will not serve as long as his predecessor. After all, if he did, he'd be 143 years old when he was done, and that's highly unlikely. Is it unreasonable to presume that Charles knows his reign will not be long? Even if he lives as long as his parents, that's relatively speaking only a 20-year run on the throne. And you probably don't recall a similar family picture at any point with the current and future monarchs prominently featured. Again, suggesting that Elizabeth hung on as long as she did because she did not want to hand it over to Charles, the heir in waiting, and waiting, and waiting. So with all of that, the photo really makes sense. The current king reminds us that the future king, who is apparently popular with subjects, will be along sooner than later. So all this talk of getting rid of the monarchy or that the new guy can't handle the job can be put aside. Father using son for broader family gain, if you will. Not necessarily a bad move in this age of social media and gossip channels. Now, I have no insight on any of this, but that has not stopped others from weighing in. Charles keeps the throne until he's 80 or 85, meaning William takes over at 45 or 50 years of age, and passing of the crown then resumes the more normal time frame as opposed to 7 decades at a stretch. In the meantime, William's profile continues to be enhanced as he studies further for the one job he has known he'll always have. Above all, though, none of that really matters for our lives, which is what makes it far easier to dissect and discuss as opposed to the actual issues we have. Call it a brief diversion in a far too serious time. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Tuesday, October 4 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Parler, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.